Wake up, Jarri.
All right. I guess we just hanging out for now. Yo, Derek, you lied to me, man.
No, it showed. You missed it.
I'm bugging. It was that quick. All right, boom. All right. But anyways, man,
That was good.
welcome back to Vynn Life. This is Jarri Knows checking in with you, man. I got a special guest with me today, Miss Krystal Armstrong. Go ahead and tell them about yourself.
How you doing? How you doing? So I'm Krystal Armstrong. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and clinical herbalist in New Orleans, Louisiana. I am owner of Andrelle Medical Skincare, where it's pretty much a product line handcrafted by me personally with minimal ingredients to give you maximum results. You know, that's my whole spiel.
That's fire, man. I've always been intrigued about like that whole industry. So like, just talk to me as someone that doesn't know anything about what it is that you do. Do you hand make all of your ingredients yourself, or is it made somewhere in like a factory or something where you use the organic ingredients? How does that whole process?
Okay, so I can make the ingredients myself with my herbalist background, but I'm not. So it's very time consuming with the product line doing as well as it is. It's very hard to, it'll take a lot of planning and it'll take a whole farm and factory to get me going. So I outsource my ingredients organically. I do it within our country. So, it's not locally made, but close enough. Domestically made. So yes, I'm very picky about my ingredients. I did a lot of research on what companies I wanted to go with, who I wanted to source things from. And from there, I just pretty much make everything, by hand. All recipes are produced by me. Every product is made by me. I'm like a one-woman factory. I make it, I bottle it, I label it, I do my own labels and everything. All of it, all me. So, yep.
That's cool. Is this your first business that you launched, or have you done other things before this?
No, I actually was in the beauty industry for 11 years. I actually just retired from doing makeup and hair last month. So just to focus on this full time. Thank you. To focus on this full time. So I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 6 years. And I've been doing business. I've been an actual entrepreneur for 11 years. But the skincare line started 6 years ago. I actually got fired from my job, like I think a few months after I launched this brand. And it's just been up ever since. Because I've always been a person of, my last job was actually going to be my last job. I already knew that. It never happened, happened how it was supposed to happen. It's not a situation where I feel like, it's a situation where it had to happen for me to get where I am, So I'm happy. Look, being fired was the best thing that happened to me.
Timing is everything, man. It's funny how stuff like that always plays out. So, what are like some of the challenges you face with working in that industry? Is it a lot of competition, or do you have a lot of issues dealing with the products and shipping them out?
The main issues probably with having any small business, but especially with something handcrafted, is people's expectations on production and time. That's probably the biggest issue, because we're in such a, we always say we're in the Amazon Prime world. Everyone expects to get things in 2 days. And that's cool if you have a factory of, thousands of people and they're shipping things out for you. But when you're a small business who does all the logistics, the creating, the marketing, everything yourself, you don't have that team that kind of can push things out while, you're hanging out with your family or whatever, because you still have to keep that in mind. I have a family, I have kids, I have life outside of my business. So that's probably the hardest thing to get people to understand. But after a while, they kind of get it. I have a pretty decent system in place to where it doesn't take like weeks and weeks to get my product, but it's not coming into, sometimes it can't come in 2 days. It depends on when you order. If I'm already there making product and someone places an order, I probably will send it out that same day. But other than that, I don't have many challenges as far as, competition or things like that. I think that more goes into who you consider your competition. As far as that goes, I would probably say the main thing that probably annoys me a little bit would be the fact that people, automatically think everyone that makes natural products is just somebody in their kitchen making a product. And it's like, no, I have a background. You know what I'm saying? I went to school for herbalism. I'm a clinical herbalist. I had to do advanced courses on top of intro courses, on top of intermediate. Like, it's a lot that I put into it. on top of my already beauty background with skin, hair, and nails with my cosmetologist license. So I'm big on education. I'm big on knowing my craft, and I just, I don't like being compared to the people who make bar soap. That's not my thing.
Okay, so there's levels. See, I didn't know that.
There is.
I didn't know there's levels to it.
Yes.
That's fire. So how does, without giving away too much of the sauce, how does your process work? Do you have a team of people? Do you have employees, or is everything you just hands on?
It's me. Yeah, everything is pretty much my own ideas, my own creations. How I normally go about making a product is I guess some people I would say work backwards. I consider what I want the product to do. Then I go into my arsenal in my head of, okay, what ingredients will make this product do this thing, And then from there, I formulate the recipe to actually make the product. So usually if I have a product that I'm thinking about, I normally will take those ingredients and kind of see how they can go together, because every ingredient can go with everything, even natural ingredients, and you kind of have to be mindful when using different things like essential oils and carriers and, floral waters or hydrosols and stuff like that. You have to be mindful of the fact that when you're making stuff that's natural, it still can have a slight chemical reaction, even with natural ingredients. That's why it's good to have that education behind what it is you're making, not just going off of, a video you saw on YouTube, like somebody put a recipe up and you decide to sell it. You can't play with people's skin like that, considering that our skin is our largest organ. It takes everything in, so when I make product, I try to keep those things in mind and just understand that's my process of what will work together, will be safe for everybody, because even with natural ingredients, pregnant people can't use certain things, babies can't have certain things, breastfeeding moms can't have certain things, so it's all those different things I have to consider when I'm making something. Also because I make internal products too, so I have teas that help with skin issues. So if you're ingesting these products or ingesting my blends, I have to make sure they're safe for everybody. I'm not trying to get sued.
Nah, I feel that people definitely with the lawsuits these days.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the things that inspired you to get into this industry?
I've always been into skin. I actually started making skincare products well before I started doing makeup or hair. I started making product probably about, what was that, 13 years ago? Like 2007. I just had this passion for it. I love, doing things with my hands. I'm artistic. I've always been artistic. So anything creative is my niche. I love doing those things. So I started off with that part of it, and then came into, using my craftiness into making product, helping other people's skin. And from there, it just popped into making my own products and make my own line.
That's cool. Damn. Do you have like any goals, short-term goals that you wanted to knock down?
My next goal probably would be, because actually, well, believe it or not, in quarantine, I've been exceeding a lot of sales goals. So I guess my next goal would be to actually complete my next phase of products, which is going to be not skin, because I have enough skincare products. I have about almost 50 items in my line. But I want to make wellness products for internal health. So things for everything from mental health to physical health to, emotional and spiritual health. But it'll be things you'll ingest like teas and stuff like that. So to help with anxiety and stress, or PTSD or postpartum depression, some helping with sleep, just those types of things. It's all going to be items that you ingest.
So we definitely need more of that right now. With everything going on right now, we definitely need a lot of that. So we can definitely hear the accent. All right, we hear the
Do you hear
Louisiana, right?
I can't hear
a little bit. It comes and goes.
I know. But I have to stop being comfortable.
No, it's fine. I don't know why it just makes it feel more authentic. The accent just makes it. You know what I'm saying? But
I appreciate it.
You're based out of LA, right?
I'm based out of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Because I was reading on your profile, it was saying that you were not LA. You're based out of. You're from Cali. How was that like transition?
My profile? No, I'm not from Cali.
Yeah. Nah.
I've never lived in Cali. I've always lived in New Orleans.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All right. So I got to smack Derek. All right. Cool.
he must have saw LA as Louisiana and thought LA is in California. No, I'm from New Orleans.
All right, man. I'm gonna smack him when we get up in here. I ain't gonna do it with the camera though.
It's fine. But look, I've been to California and I do like it. I have a lot of family in LA, believe it or not, but I haven't lived.
So what's the scene like in Louisiana working in your industry?
It's
Is it real supportive? Is it a lot of like tangible things for you to like help with your business?
As far as the product line, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
It is, but I mean, this is something that pretty much can be done, worldwide. I can take this business anywhere. So as far as my local base being supportive, most of my clients are from New Orleans, or most of my customers. So I do feel like I do have a lot of support here. But outside of that, I mean, honestly, I don't see any hate. So I'm assuming the support is there.
Right. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? We're working with your products. Do you see yourself getting like a lot? Well, before you answer, I see a lot of people, they go virtual with a lot of the products they sell online. Can you see yourself getting a storefront, or do you just want to do it all online?
I actually like to have it all online, mainly because it gives me the freedom to move. So when you go ahead and have a storefront, you're kind of stuck in that space. I do like having the ability to move around. So long term, if I wanted something where people can actually purchase something in store, I probably would wholesale it to an actual store that already exists that I'm not tied down. But I'm a very Gemini person. I'm very flighty. I like to move and shake when I'm ready to move and shake. So I don't want anything to be like, oh, I have to man the store. I'm home. So no, I don't want that. But I do see myself having some sort of warehouse or something like that to work. I'd like to have employees. I want that because I'm not trying to do this by hand for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Have you ever tried working with anybody, or do you just work by yourself just by choice? Have you ever like tried to cut somebody in on it and it just doesn't work out?
No, but honestly, the first person I hired was my daughter, and I just hired her in April. With everything going on and sales, skyrocketing the way they are at this moment, I needed a second hand, and she kind of breaks everything down to like half the processing time. So yeah, I hired her, but she's the only person that has ever worked for me. Nah, other than that, no, it's just me.
I feel that.
It's a lot of
training. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you seem real knowledgeable what you're talking about. I know you don't learn all that overnight, so it's probably hard to, train people to understand, everything that you need to understand. Because I don't even know a little bit, you know what I mean? I just go buy lotion, whatever I need, and it's over with, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which I could probably use some right now to be real, but so I don't know, man. It's just so much to know about your industry. What are some of the things what are some other products that you want to create? Do you just only want to do skincare, or do you want to create products for, like hair texturizer, or
I won't do hair. So as far as topical products, no, I'm done. It's just going to be facial skincare. But like I said before, the next route is going to be internal health. So that's going to be my next level of product. So those won't be for skin at all. That's going to be more for internal health. But yeah, that's my next move.
What are some of the other changes or just obstacles you have to deal with dealing with the whole quarantine going on right now, coronavirus and things like that? Has your business had to do a complete 180 or 360 or?
No, actually, no. I haven't had it. The best thing to happen probably was during quarantine. Sales have gone up tremendously. Like I reached my sales goal, in March, April. I exceeded it, May, I made a monthly goal in 8 days. June, I, made more than I made my first year in working month. So it's just been going up since. I'm not, quarantine didn't slow me down at all. It actually sped me up a lot.
Let me go ahead and write my Cash App in here real quick.
Go ahead and put it in. I got you.
Y'all out here getting money. Y'all out here getting money. So I mean, that's great that you're having a lot of success right now. What's some advice you would give yourself looking back when you're first starting out?
Oh, let's see. Never bite off more than you can chew. It's probably that advice I give myself looking back. I pretty much started my business with no money, so I learned a lot along the way. So it's not much I would have to tell myself. But I did have a deal with Allure magazine some years ago, about 4 years ago, and I bit off more than I could chew, thinking I could make it happen, and I really couldn't. It's like my brain exceeded my manpower, and I was like, ooh. So I had to pull out at the last minute. So I feel like that was a bridge I kind of burned. So now looking back, the main thing I would advise is to understand where you are in business and only work from that level. Be okay with telling people, no, I can't do that right now. That'll be my main thing.
So your situation with Allure, it just required a lot of production, or was it just too time consuming, or?
It was the production. It was the monetary, cost it was going to take. Basically, they wanted one of my products in their subscription box, but this is also Allure magazine, so I had to produce like 40,000 of this item, because they had, it's Allure, so they have a ton of subscribers. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to get it done, but then they gave me like a 4-month deadline, and then they pushed it up like 2 months, and I was like, there's no way. So it kind of wasn't all on me, but I knew it was gonna take a lot to get it done. But once that transition switched, once they changed that timeline, I was like, there's no way. Yeah. So I had to pull out at the last minute, but I still have the proof and everything from the magazine with my product shown on there. So I was like, that's my reminder.
That's fire. It's still a nice accolade. Do you have any like high profile clientele where you were like, oh man, I can't believe such and such is buying my product?
The only I have a beauty influencer that's bought it, which is Jackie Ina, and that's because I know the influence she has in the beauty industry. To say for somebody who purchased it without me having to give them something, yeah, that was the first time I actually got that. And I know she has like 3-point-something million subscribers on YouTube. I mean, she's big as far as Black beauty, so I know her having an impact is something serious, But like my sales went up a lot once she even just posted it to her stories. But outside of that, I haven't had any celebrities actually just go and purchase my product at least not that I know of, unless they send somebody else to make the purchase for them. But other than that, nah, no celebrities. I've been in magazines, but not celebrities, not yet at least.
Yeah. Not yet. Yeah. Right. 2020 has been a crazy year. You never know. You might have Michelle Obama. You know what I'm saying?
She might come through. She might come through and say, hey, give me some of your product. I surely will. I will hand it straight to her.
So tell people where they can find you at, where they can get the products at, where they can order it at.
All right, so you can get everything from Shop Andrelle. All social platforms is Shop Andrelle. It's SHOPANDRELLES. And the website is shopandrelles.com. I keep everything consistent and clean, so it's very easy.
Make sure y'all go do that, man. Support Black business, man. We need all of that, all 2020 and beyond. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Jarri.
Appreciate you for your time and your knowledge.